What is going on, Panther Lair? We are back talking about the Pittsburgh Panthers loss to the Florida State Seminoles on the road this past Wednesday. This is going to be the second video highlighting a lot of the positive things that Jorge Diaz did in this game. Again, I want to stop short of saying this is advocating for someone to have more playing time. I do not have a rooting interest. However, I think he is playing so well right now, and as someone who has been, pretty critical of him in the past, I think that he has done more than enough to earn some more playing time going forward. And I do think that we are going to see that in these two sequences here are going to help flesh out why. Now, I think it's really important that when a defense shows their hand for what they're going to do, that the opposing team finds a way to counter that. And I don't think that the Panthers have done a great job doing that over the last couple of games. That's probably why they've lost 3 of them, or at least one of the reasons. But Jorge has been one of the kind of things that has helped change that and kept this team in it. I mean, they're nowhere in this game at all if he doesn't play well in the second half. So looking at a couple sequences here, you're going to see in this one, this is going to further demonstrate that Florida State is not going to allow Ishmael Leggett, Damian Dunn to beat them with 2 feet in the paint here, feasting off layups. I mean, they pretty much just abandon Jorge in the corner here. Now, this is a really tough skip pass to make from like this position, so you can understand why they're helping so much. But when this ball finally gets kicked out here, I mean, this defender could have maybe zoned in a little bit better, like probably sat here. Jorge could shoot this ball. I don't think this is going to get blocked, but what I really like in this particular possession here, even though this ends up being a miss, is just the poise. This little ball fake, frees himself, takes one dribble, and then puts up a confident shot. He probably makes this shot. And then Leggett doing what Leggett does, gets a rebound and then gets a putback here. But in this next sequence, you're going to see the same thing. This ball goes to low. Again, they're completely committed to not allowing layups here, and they're just abandoning this weak side corner. So you see this defender's just camped in the paint. Like, we're not allowing there to be layups, and they don't really make much of an inclination to recover. So even as Lowe is driving here, attacking Malik Ewan, he just is wide open here in the corner. And as this drive happens, again, these are things that Lowe sees, and this is pretty much why teams do not want to have him in the ball, have the ball in his hands. Is you'll see he hits Jorge for that 3 in the corner. So being able to make a defense pay is really important, and where they're going to help out of the weak side corner to that degree to load up in the paint to stop someone from getting a layup, you have to find ways to beat that, and Jorge has provided that via his shooting and his ability to kind of stretch the floor, and the fact that he could do just a little bit of enough otherwise to make you think. And I feel like that's something Pitt needs right now to be less predictable. Jorge's shooting opens up the floor and creates more spacing inherently too, something that I think the Panthers could really benefit from. So Clemson, tough matchup here coming up on Saturday, but I do think that you're going to see Jorge play a pretty decent role.